So I think the place was not far from each other, but it was around the same area.
Yes. You remember when Baba said, don't worry, not in Nomito Jamalo. So I guess
Yes,
it's closer to their house, Loto.
Baba was in that house, the house he stays. Okay, now, tí bàbá bá wà nílé yẹn, ẹ má bínú pé mo fẹ́ gbé yín padà.
No, ilé tí wọ́n gbà kí wọ́n tó kúrò kan tó lọ sí ilé tán wà yìí, ibẹ̀ ló wà nígbà yẹn. So ìgbà yẹn ló fi lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Naira láti lọ change manager ẹ̀ tó fi jà ńgbà yẹn. Kò sí nílé Malians mọ́ ńgbà yẹn. Ilé tóun gbà yẹn lòun wà. Ibẹ̀ ni bàbá ti lọ.
Òun ti gbalé kan, so ilé yẹn náà tún súnmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ó ti sún gbogbo ẹ̀ same area náà ni gbogbo wọn jọ wà. Exactly. So ó súnmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun so ilé tó gbà yẹn.
But I thought this is the first house tó ló gbà.
No, wọ́n ti wà nílé kan. Bàbá sọ pé ìgbà tí wọ́n kó kúrò nílé yẹn tó lọ sílé ibòmíì, omi àdúrà tóun ṣe fún wọn ò gbé dání.
Okay, if they are not staying in Naira Marley's house, why tó fi jẹ́ pé tó bá gbóúnjẹ fún wọn, tó bá gbóúnjẹ fún màmá tí màmá bá lọ bá.
Wọ́n gbé ń bẹ̀ mí ni wọ́n gbé níbẹ̀. But ìgbà tí bàbá narrate story yìí, òun lọ kí Mohbad yìí, kò kì í ṣe ilé Naira Marley house yẹn ni wọ́n wà. Mohbad ti wà nílé títí ilé tó sọ wípé wọ́n fi omi lẹ̀ sí omi àdúrà tó ń ṣe fún wọn yẹn, ilé tó sọ pé wọ́n fi omi yẹn lẹ̀ sí ibẹ̀ ló wà. Tẹ́bá náà tí wọ́n máa sọ wípé òun ṣe omi kan fún wọn, ilé tó ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n fi lẹ̀ síbẹ̀, wọn ò gbé omi yẹn dání lọ síbi tó ń gbé sí. So ibẹ̀ ló wà, all of them that stay in this that same.
Ṣé ilé tó ń sọ, ṣé ilé tí òun àti the other four signing of Naira Marley ń gbé?
No, kò ń ṣe léyìn, kò kì í ṣe léyìn. Ìgbà tí bàbá yìí sọ yìí, of recent ṣì ní gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ yìí, bí a bí 2021 àbí 2022 or thereabout, pàtó yìí náà náà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ni ó lóun wọ jàlámíà ẹ̀rí fídíò ẹ̀rí ní MFM tó ti wọ jàlámíà báyìí tí Wùmí ti jókòó báyìí tó ń ké báyìí tí Mohbad tó ti na gbọ́ ara ẹ̀ kó báyìí. Ẹ rántí fídíò yẹn?
Èmi ò máa rí fídíò náà nígbà tí ó jẹ́.
Bàbá wọ jàlámíà
tí bàbá wà lẹ́yìn, mo lójú bàbá bọ̀ mo nóòtẹ̀.
Bọ́líbì, ilé yẹn tó ń sọ yẹn ìgbà tó kúrò lọ́dọ̀ Naira, Bella ló rent apartment yẹn fún wọn briefly.
Èmi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀, but àṣà ló ṣe ló bí
sẹ́nà. Òun ló rent ẹ̀ kán tó ṣẹ̀ wá lọ gba ilé títí wọn.
I know say they get one apartment before.
Na Bella rent that one for them before they go rent their own apartment.
It wasn't Malian house.
When they left the Malian, they got an apartment for them. They stayed there briefly before they rented their own place.
So now from that house, now Baba come greet them. Where they come talk say, Baba wants to know you. So if you walk by the gate, so Daddy wants to know me.
Ẹja máa lọlé, yes.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú, mo ní opinion kan. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Stop now, I'm on the phone. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ bèrè bí ẹ ti jẹun ni, mo ń jẹ ẹ̀bà àti ẹ̀gúsí àti oríṣiríṣi.
Ta ló ń jẹ maybe yìí ná?
Bọ̀bọ̀ yìí every time mo dúpẹ́ ẹni tó jábọ́lẹ̀. If you don't dey eat, now you can't dey eat.
What
the people were talking about? A máa ṣe nǹkan tó wà serious.
Mo bá ṣe máa ń fi oúnjẹ láyàn lójú. You go see wetin I will do you one day. You see. Na me and you. You see wetin I will do you one day. Ẹ kí mi náà wá lọ. Mi náà ní ẹ̀fọ́.
No be dey cook am for am. Ṣé if you no cook am for am, ṣó máa fi wá láwa lójú? Tó bá ṣe fún ṣó máa fi láwa lójú? Tó fẹ́ máa sọ.
Àwọn nǹkan tá ìyẹn ò matter. Èèyàn máa sọ nǹkan tó serious. Ó máa ti Lizzy kọ̀ọ̀kan náà ni wọ́n. A máa sọ A, wọ́n máa sọ Q. Bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn náà ló lọ frustrate escapade.
Ó fi méjì wé Lizzy àjọ wọ́n fi wé Lizzy.
Ló frustrate escapade.
Escapade dey about people you argue. I dey always look escapade and say.
No, that is not an argument. Tí wọ́n yẹn ò kì í ṣe argument. Ìyẹn nonsense.
Àwọn ọkọ tí mo survive.
Ó máa sọ̀kọ́ ẹyọ kan. Make sense na.
Àwọn kan sí Bọ́líbì survive lọ́dọ̀ àpárí ẹnu nìyẹn.
Mi ò lè argue pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ láyé. Doesn't make sense.
Àwọn tó wọ́ Lizzy gan lọ.
She's a different breed. Lizzy was
because to me she's not kò tiẹ̀ wá make sense. How can you be making agreement kan nìyẹn na?
Ẹjọ́ kan ló máa ń rò, ẹjọ́ kan yẹn náà ni, ẹjọ́ yẹn ni.
And you keep saying the same. Tell me what who I no. I don't agree with such people.
I went on Papa Rhino's page. It's all the things they were arguing about. I still don't understand, and I was so anxious throughout the whole day. Like
I don't agree with such thing.
God.
In the argue pẹ̀lú yẹn, ó dẹ̀ sọ kan yẹn kan, escapade ni, drop any ìjọ, you have been saying this thing like 100. Like, why I do that? Why I do
ṣe bí èmi mọ̀ dáadáa, mo gbọ́ wá sókè, mo mọ̀ gbọ́ wá
He
sókè.
on argument.
Mo gbọ́
Àwọn méjì
sókè.
yẹn kò tiẹ̀ gba tiwọn. The other person yẹn ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń bá yàn jà. Ìyẹn mo ti kí ọ̀dẹ̀ máa.
Jọ́ọ̀kì ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀
bó
nìyẹn.
jọ́ọ̀kì ní jẹ́rí nìyẹn.
Àwọn Big King Jọ́ọ̀kì ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn èèyàn West tó nìyẹn. King Jọ́ọ̀kì yẹn.
No. Ó kàn ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ń bá yàn jà like say na me gangan kan kill the boy. Abeg. Ní ilé abeg this one no wan hear anything. Afis Fashola talele. I will reply you later. Afis Fashola, the label boss gave him and 4 other signees a house to stay in, so they all stay together. Now, me ni jẹun lálẹ́, mo ban the split here to 10. Question: the house he gave him to stay, was it the same house that the NDLA came? Oh yes. The house he gave them, was it the same house? Yes. Okay. When he got to the information was when he came. When he got the information was when he came. And he got papa. When he got to the information was when he came. Answer: we were in the studio.
Until láti bí Wumi pé ṣé ìgbà tó gbọ́ information
when he got the information was when he came. Okay, somebody let him have sentence ben. When he got information was when he came. Or answer only: we were in the studio. If you comment, we were in the studio and they wanted to get something, maybe mic or something. When we got the call from his friend, Wizkid, that NDLA officer were at the house. That quantity money come out the lady and koko sapada. That means Wizkid was at home when they came. Yes. Question: the NDLA didn't come personally for your husband? Answer: yes. They didn't come personally for him. They didn't come personally for him. Question: possibly they came for Azeez Fashola? Answer: he was not in the country. Question: I know, but possibly they came for him. Answer: I don't know. They did not go to his personal house. They went to the other signee house. My husband and his rest apartment. Okay. Question: the incident happened in February 22nd, 2022, and Mobile died. Ṣe béèrè pé kí ló dé tá àdúrà ẹ̀ tí Primeboy ṣe wá. Èmi rò pé ó yẹ kó bẹ̀ pé nígbà tó ò sí nílé tó pè yín pé wọ́n dé, kí ló dé tó ṣe lọ bá wọn nílé? Ṣé èèyàn kì í kí ló dé tó ṣe lọ bá ṣe bó máa sá lọ ni? Ẹbí kò ní débẹ̀ ni. Ó yẹ kó ìbéèrè yẹn náà ìgbà tó ṣe pé òun lọ wá lọ.
MFM.
lọ save ọkọ ẹ
Can I say something?
àdúrà wà ń lé.
ó fẹ́
Torí
save
àdúrà
ọkọ.
lọ ṣe lọ. Torí àdúrà
Hold
wà
on.
ń lé
Can
lọ
I
ṣe
say
lọ.
something? When Eku came on Westo, what he said was he was in the car gisting with pé Mohbad ń fẹjọ́ òun sùn ẹjọ́ Wunmi sùn Maisi ipe that probably cheating whatever ipe ń fẹjọ́ Wunmi sùn. So that was when Mohbad got a call ipe NDLA wà nílé. That was all that Eku boy, that stupid Eku boy, that was what he said on Westo. But nísìnyẹn sọ pé Wunmi sọ pé àwọn wà ní studio and all of that. I don't know. Eku said something different.
Eku yẹn mi tí ẹ lè believe Eku yẹn irọ́ pa Eku.
At all.
What is this one? Shut up.
I got that.
Now go and sit down. Sit down here. Let me be seeing you guys. Sit down. And I don't want you to talk. Sit down there now. Okay, má bínú mo máa débẹ̀ nsìn o. Kò bá ti máa lọ ní àdúrà wa ń bẹ̀ wẹ́. Can I have the document? Okay, let me go back. September 12, 2023. The incident happened in February 22nd, 2022. And Mohbad died September 12, 2023. Oh. Can I have the document? In many of your statements, You made reference to many of the incidents that your husband had with the people that he fought with, but unfortunately, on the day that he died, because you were in the car, all through, you did not see this incident. Okay, I did not. So you couldn't have made a link between them and the incident. What will be another question? The reason for this proceeding are those 4 questions I asked you. Who is the disease? Where did the disease die? When did he die? And how he died? So I am saying most of these things you have said here happened months and years before his death. Is that correct? Yeah. Only yes. Question. And there is no link between those events and the event that happened in September. She said yes. When we were at how he died, I wasn't there. If you were to play the rewinding button, the incident that led to him going to that hospital where he was pronounced dead was because 2 nights before he had injury. A nurse was called 2 days after the injury, but unfortunately, he reacted to the medication he was given. Then you called for help, took him to hospital, but unfortunately he died. So his death, depending on what the pathologist would say, was as a result of the injury and medication of that day. Would you agree with me? Or do you think the event involving NDLA, say you guys have started, the event of the day that he fought with Samson Eletu, an event he had with them, we are not the reason for what happened at the September 12th. Answer. Those events are a part of what led to his death. Wọ́n bèrè Sam Larry látẹ̀kan now. Mama, put that thing down. Why is it night that you always like reading? At night that you be reading. 2 things I have said. 2 things I have asked you. The hospital you didn't go, and you have said because of the DLA. You said he was fearful for the NDLA, and he chose not to go to the hospital. Answer. That is not it. It was part of it. I needed to explain better. That was why I reached out for this corona inquest, because I want justice for him, and I feel this is the way I can express myself. You done? Yeah. Oh, yeah, good job. Okay. Question. Please go ahead. After the NDLA period of February 2022, they hit him with a gun on his head. Question. Were you there when they hit him? I was there. Question. You saw when they hit him? I was there when they were harassing. Question lele, you say question lele. I was there when they harassing him. Answer Lofe Kosibe. I was there when they harassing him. When I saw it was too much, I was trying to rescue him from the NDLA officer, but fortunately they packed everybody to their vehicle. Answer Lofe Konwa question. Question. At what point were they harassing him? Answer. When he got to the scene, he saw that Zinoliski was handcuffed, and he went to the house possibly because of Zinoliski and his brother Adura, because they were in the house. Immediately he heard the news. He said, my brother are in the house. So he went to the scene with my C girlfriend, myself and him, and we went with his car. When we got there, we saw they had handcuffed Zinoliski, and he approached the NDLA officer and asked why they were trying to arrest him. And the NDLA officer became violent with everybody. And when my husband was trying to ask questions, they started hitting him and attacking him. And they were trying to attack me too. And the NDLA officer was trying to hold a gun. And I asked, do you want to shoot me? And he was only asking a question. Which he should answer. as he's a citizen, he became violent with everybody, and they took Zinoriski and the rest away with them, while they also went with my husband's car. My husband, myself and everybody was in the car. They packed everybody inside. When we got to the estate gate, they didn't want them to leave. So they came outside and started pulling the gun, and they started harassing us and pack everybody from my husband car from my husband car, and they beat me to stupor. Oh, there are evidence. I had to fall inside the gutter, and while they were doing all that, I didn't know when they hit the gun on his head, but I know they torture him and he was screaming for help. I heard his voice. Hey, yeah, but you said you saw the gun were hit on his head before, but you said you did not see it again. Anyway,
No,
explanation.
she said she was there, MFM. She didn't say she saw it. She said she was there.
Should I take the question back? They asked her that if she saw it, she
Exactly.
said yes.
No,
But
she said no. She said she was there. They said, "Were you there?" She said yes. So they went now went further. Like, probably did you see it or something?
I
They
was
didn't.
there.
I
You
was
saw,
there.
okay,
I was
hold on.
there.
I was there. You saw when they hit him. I was there when they were harassing him. And
Exactly.
when I saw it was too much, I was trying to rescue him from the NDLA officer. But unfortunately, they packed everybody. He was just there. Okay. Were you the
Never
only
meet
one
that.
gba níbọn? Wọ́n
Yeah.
ní did you see it? Only I was there. But kò fojú ẹ̀ rí. Ó dàbí pé
Exactly.
ó gbọ́ ariwo.
Exactly.
Ó
Yeah.
dẹ̀ gbọ́ pé wọ́n ń tọ́ṣọ. Àná ọkọ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ máa sọ fún pé wọ́n gbà òun náà létà. Èyà, but ọkọ ọba ti máa yọjú náà. Nígbà tó ti mú wọn ò mú àdúrà náà. Ìgbà tó ti pé Zinoriski
Àdúrà
nìkan
wà
lọ́mú.
lè. No. Wọn tí mo wọn sì sọ pé wọn àbẹ ni. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn
Ìgbà
débẹ̀ lọ
tó
sí
wá
ṣe gbogbo
débẹ̀,
wàhálà yẹn.
ìgbà tó débẹ̀, he saw them handcuff Zinoriski. Kò sọ pé wọ́n saw them handcuff àdúrà. Tí wọ́n bá ti handcuff àdúrà, why did you go and put mouth? Àwa táwọn èmi
Kò
náà
mọ
kúkú lè
ó
Ẹ
fi
sọ
tún
pé ó fi
ṣe
pé
tún gbọ́
Zino
ní
tó ń lọ
brotherhood
tún lọ
ni.
Wùmí náà.
Ó fi
èmi
pé
náà lè
Zino
ṣe
brotherhood ni Zino.
Wèrè ní bọ́lí.
Ó
Wèrè
wò
ní
pé
bọ́lí.
MFM.
brotherhood ni Zino. Kò mọ̀ pé wèrè ni Zino
you
pé.
be my
MFM.
brotherhood.
Irú ìbálẹ̀ ẹ̀ka kọrin brotherhood
Àyàhùn
yẹn.
pààyàn.
MFM. Can you see that they even beat Wumi joint self? She fell inside gutter. You can imagine.
Kò dá kéèyàn má níyàn o.
Brotherhood.
Ọlọ́run ayé ti bá dá láyé mi, màá fẹ́ ènìyàn mímọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀, mo dẹ̀ máa ní owó gidi gan. I swear, kò dá kéèyàn má níyàn.
Tí mo bá ti ní
Tọ́
Àwọn
bá
wá
ní
náà sọ.
èèyàn,
tí mo bá
tọ́
ti
bá
ní
fi
wá
èèyàn
sọ̀rọ̀
mímọ̀
Tẹ́dọ́lá
sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn pípù yóò ní lọ free.
MFM.
Irú orí burúkú wo nìyẹn?
Tí mo bá ti ní
Why
wá
would
sí
you beat a lady up?
àní tí mo bá ti ní wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ Tẹ́dọ́lá. Àbí
Kọ́nà
gbogbo
fi
àwọn
mí
olówó
lẹ̀
lówó yìí.
sọ́run.
Àbí
Tọ́nà bá ti mọ̀ pé òun ò ní gbé mi
jọ
sọ́dọ̀ Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá,
tún pa mí
ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn olówó kó fi mí lẹ̀ síbẹ̀.
ìyàwó èyí tó fẹ́ bí mi yìí jọ tún pa mí sínú okùn yìí kí n tún padà sọ̀rọ̀ jọ tó ní ọlọ́bì ìwà tí mo bá ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá tí mo
Mo
lọ
fẹ́
sọ́dọ̀
remain
Adélékè.
as angel in the heaven. I don't
Abeg
want to come.
abeg
God, you can hear me o.
just kill me o kill me make I get back.
Wetin happen? David,
I
ọmọ
don't dey do
Ìyábọ̀,
any nonsense again.
Bọ́lí bí, ọmọ Ìyábọ̀ lásán, Ìyábọ̀ no be lásán, òun náà ganu ayé. Ọmọ Ìyábọ̀ lásán dem no fit do am wetin dem do those people. Ìyábọ̀, no be even Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá. Nígbà tán
Ìyábọ̀
aláìsàn ọmọ
adúró tí
Ìyábọ̀,
òun ni.
tán aláìsàn ọmọ Ìyábọ̀ kó ti ọmọ Yahoo ni, tí wọ́n ṣe gbogbo, wetin Ìyábọ̀ use their eyes see. Tí wọ́n disturb ẹ̀pọ̀ ọmọ Yahoo ni tí wọ́n gba fóònù lọ́wọ́ wọn. Wetin Ìyábọ̀ use their eyes see. Ọmọ tí bá ti fè ní mi èmi, God just leave me as an angel, make I dey enjoy for all.
Àwọn Ìyábọ̀ kéré sí àní tí mo bá sì lè wá lọ́tọ̀ọ́dọ́lá sẹ̀ àbí Adélékè ní Nàìjíríà yìí tí mo bá lè wá ní Kiduwaya bàbá Kiduwaya Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá Adélékè mi ò wá lọ́dọ̀ Ìyábọ̀ o mi dẹ̀ wá lọ́dọ̀ Tontonike ẹ̀yà àwọn tí mo fẹ́ nìyẹn Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá Adélékè bàbá Kiduwaya kí ló kọ Nẹ́ẹ̀dì Ṣúkú.
We dey do this to an ordinary people. Ṣé ti gbogbo family wọn gan ló fẹ́ẹ̀lì wọn? Family Wùmí gan fẹ́ẹ̀lì Wùmí. Ọjọ́ náà Wùmí lè máa sọ pé wọ́n náà òun náà ṣe rò pé ó sáńlé ni. ó lè má sọ pé wọ́n náà òun.
Naira Marley gan sọ pé mọ̀yàn kó má lọ ṣẹ̀sín nínú orin ẹ̀.
Irú nọ́sẹ̀sì òṣìwò nìyẹn ẹ̀dẹ̀ wàá nàyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kó dáná.
These are my favorite colors. I see the same scarf.
At what point did they harassing him? Okay, I can see me. Ó dùn mí o. Only they beat me to stupor. There are evidence. Oya, my lonely lady. Oya, carry your this thing.
No, they're killing me.
What's that? Let me see. Ẹ fún mi 1 minute, ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Mommy.
Ṣé ti gbọ́ ẹ̀yin Josie anti-justice supporters? Ṣé ti gbọ́ lọ? What did Wumi do? What did he do? Yẹ́nyẹ́nyẹ́nyẹ́. Ṣé ti gbọ́ pé ó jìyà? Ó jìyà. Ó já sínú gọ́tà fòrò. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ẹ wá bá wa pọ́ìntì ibi tó ti na
Eléyìí fọ́ ni o, ó jábọ́ sínú gọ́tà wọ́n nà. Kí ni
Ẹ bá
gbogbo
wa
ilé?
pọ́ìntì níbi tó
Tó
ti
bá
na
sọ
Josie
délé ni mo
mọ́.
believe pé ó yẹ kí mọ́mí ẹ̀ náà lè sọ̀rọ̀ náà. Because kò sọ délé ni. Ilé pọ̀.
Can I just play something for 1 minute? I just me play nǹkan for 1 minute. Bolibi, are you there?
Yeah. What do you want to play?
Brotherhood.
I did.
Ẹ má bínú ọ lè ti divert mi màá tún padà síbẹ̀. Àwa lọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ báyìí. You be my brotherhood. Brotherhood to brotherhood.
Ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n lọ́dọ̀ tèmi Olúwa ṣàánú.
Eh?
Mo ní ilẹ̀ tí mo níbi tèmi wà o.
Ilé tí mo 10 o'clock ẹ ṣẹ̀lú tẹ́ pé wọ́n lọ school náà ṣe sùn. Please help me to close my door, please. Okay, kí n kà fún yín ẹ má bínú. I couldn't ask him what happened. Bó ṣe déta ni mò ń bọ̀, but we sat at the corridor while he went downstairs to receive a call because his phone was ringing. And the next thing we saw was the live video he did. He went downstairs. He never even informed all of them that he was going to make a call. He did, screaming for help. And that night, I couldn't ask what happened. We just wanted to know his whereabouts. Myself and his brother went to the scene and took him away from there. With one of Naira Marley's signing, called Steve Black, we took him inside the car. While we were going, he said he doesn't want to go to that Naira Marley's house again, that we should take him to the hospital. While we were still on live video, we got to the hospital and he was inside and they attended to him. And after the whole thing, we went to his friend's place. Ó dà pé kíní yẹn ti da orí ẹ̀rú o. Yeah, weekend ni and he's telling me they want to go and confirm time. I told her 10 o'clock.
Ló fi ṣe fídíò tó fi ń explain. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ó wà lórí hospital bed ní fídíò
kan tó ṣe. Ó wà lórí hospital bed tó explain.
Ní pé wọ́n fún òun ní nǹkan mo ní NDLA.
Wọ́n ní kíní whitish kan jábọ́ lẹ́nu ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wò lóòótọ́ nǹkan jábọ́ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ lóòótọ́. Mo post yẹn. Ìyá mo pity ẹ o. Ọmọ. Dá kí o máa ní Ọlọ́run.
I can eat a sandwich.
Okay, now. The question, that hospital, what was the diagnosis? What was wrong? Diagnosis, what was wrong? They checked him out and they said nothing was on his head. That maybe because of the shock of the NDLA. Guys, go now. Maybe because of the shock of the NDLA. Question. The hospital said for his head. The hospital said for his head nothing. Only yes. Did they check his body? What did they say was the after effect of what he took at the hospital? Answer. After taking him to the hospital, I didn't remember them saying anything because he left the hospital the next day and he said he wasn't comfortable at the hospital too, that he feel those people are working with. Ó dàbí pé kan tí ń ṣe o. Ṣé kò ní pé tí fẹ́ máa ṣe bí ó ní ó tún kò lọ hospital pé òun comfortable pé òun fi pa àwọn people yẹn tún ṣiṣẹ́ lọ hospital. Kí leléyìí ẹ̀dẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́ràn. Who sent the request just now? Any yet to disappear me, then you know more.
MFM ẹ mọ̀ pé
MFM àwọn pépà tó
stepmother
ti fún ní omi sorry Coco Berry sorry go ahead go ahead.
okay ẹ mọ̀ pé stepmother fi hammer gbá a lórí ìgbà tó wà ní kékeré. Now NDLA did the same thing again. They hit him on his head. That is a trauma. Ó trigger trauma fún Mohbad. That's what I'm suspecting that happened to him.
Exactly Coco Berry and again wọ́n tún fún lómi mu so ó ti ní skoin kò ń ṣe pé ó ti ya wèrè o ó ti hallucinate you understand so that trauma is so much òun náà ṣe sọ pé kó lọ sí kó lọ rí psychiatrist not because he's going mad but just for an evaluation and for them to counsel him and put him in the right path. So and you remember they said that he nearly jumped down from the window of story building or thereabout. So everything is just accumulated together. Yes. Otini is going. And if you remember again vividly, there was this medical report that was circulated then when he went to the hospital that Bella Shmurda paid for evaluation after the NDLA thing. So gbogbo ẹ̀ ó wà joined together.
Hallucinating, yeah. I know it's me. Anyway, could say gbádùn life. Question NDLA, yeah, and he needed to go. He believed NDLA was working with the people at the hospital and he needed to go. Yeah. Okay. Shidrina said that after ever since that incident, he had not been himself again. Answer. He had not been himself again. The only incident happened like 2022. God. Question. In quote, could that have been the reason why he said he was not feeling well that night because of the accident you are trying to link up? He never said he was not feeling too well. He said he was tired because people were calling his name, shouting and banging his car. Question. I want to link what you said now to the event of how he died. You said after that 22nd of February 2022. Answer. With the constant harassment after the NDLA, his best friend Bella Shmurda got him an apartment in his estate and he finally was there and he was still not getting himself. God. You said he was not getting himself. In what sense? He said there was something wrong with his head, that he was not feeling comfortable. Kí ló dé tí wọ́n ṣe wá bá test orí ẹ̀ yẹn? Kí ló tí wọ́n ṣe bá wo orí ẹ̀ ní autopsy tó lọ ṣe yìí? You have to be very careful. Kí ló tí wọ́n ṣe wá bá wo orí ẹ̀ yẹn kan tó ń ṣe lórí yẹn?
Ó ṣe ìyẹn náà, but they didn't read out the report. They said they need to, gba permission. I don't know, but I think they did now.
So wọ́n kà kíní, ó yẹ kó lè kà kíní orí ẹ̀ jáde náà, because this lady here was emphasizing on that head. Marvin ti jẹ́ kí n máa jẹun. Go.
What's your name?
But kò ṣẹ̀bà ni mo ń jẹun. Ní after 10. This is very unusual. Okay, now. Yes. Was he hallucinating? Talking to himself? Was he in charge of his sense? No. But he called me to the room and said that I am the only one that can help him out, that I should please help him understand what happened. And he barely remembered things. Yeah. That means once in a while he will forget some things and we need someone. Yes. but that did not take his life, did it? Ṣé màá ó take his life lẹ́wà rí ní ọjọ́ kìíní ẹ kó sì lọ́ọ́ questions nù nìyẹn. It did not. But what I am trying to pull out is that his oppressor, after the NDLA, a lot of things started happening, constant bullying that made him leave the label, and a lot of threats, so many threats, constant bully. I don't know mi létí bí kinní ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀. MFM shop o. Abeg no be you come make me go. Abeg leave me jare. I no dey chop by this time. I make me go chop. Now, rán mi létí kinní. Ìgbà tó wà ní ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ díẹ̀ kí n tó tẹ̀ fi kinní ilẹ̀. Mo máa stop at maybe 180. I will stop at there, then we'll start tomorrow. Now, ìgbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ NDLA yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀, he was still with his record label. So after the record label, wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í nà. Ṣé nítorí pé ó lọ síta? Nítorí pé ó cry for help níta? Àbí what happened? Wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í nà. Òun náà wá sọ pé òun ò ṣe mọ́. Does it mean that he suspected that this incident of NDLA came from Naira Marley ni? Àbí òun gangan ni target ni? What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I said it's a setup.
So maybe Mohbad himself felt it was a setup, you know? Because they jẹ́ pé òun nìkan ló fún lómi mu, àbí? Wow.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé even before then, mo ti mọ̀ pé Mohbad gan tí ó dà pé Mohbad ti ń complain pé Naira Marley ò ń ṣe dáadáa sóun. She understand? Percentage tó yẹ kó gbà wọn ò fún. She get? Ó dà pé even
Maybe
before
complain
then,
ló jẹ́ kán wá set
change
up.
manager.
Dino Risi switch on him to Naira Marley. Dino switch on him to Naira Marley. I don't get that point.
Snitch ló fẹ́ kọ́, àbí? Snitch, àbí?
Okay, snitch. Okay, now maybe ó ti ń complain tẹ́lẹ̀. Ó ti ń complain, ó ti ń ṣe bákan. Kó tó di pé before they now snitch, God bless him. Before they now set him up with that. Ó wá suspect pé òun lọ set up. Ló wá kúkú ní òun fẹ́ wá lọ. Ó ga o. Ẹ má bínú o. Mo ń jẹun díẹ̀díẹ̀. Èmi náà ń jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ àti rice. MFM.
Má fi dán finally catch.
Brotherhood. Ó yẹ ká lẹ̀ wọ́n lè kópa ní MFM.
So kí wá ní your eye
MFM
go open for if you read am now? Eye wo ló open báyìí nítorí Ọlọ́run?
Because it was unlawful arrest now. More the court ni wọ́n kàn lọ fìyà jẹ ni. That is why Tom sọ pé àwọn arrest yẹ. Wọ́n kàn fìyà jẹ ni. Ọmọ. Ẹni tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ wá kó handcuff sí lọ́wọ́ gan. Wàá nà yẹn fún lómi mu. Men. Ọlọ́run ṣàánú, Ọlọ́run máa kí ọ̀rọ̀ ànífẹsẹ̀ sí o. Ayé tó bá tún wà wò, you go carry your load yourself. Only now. Yes, but did it threat? All these so many bullies threat happen after the DLA of Kiniko. No, not to that. Okay. All these so many bully. Okay, I can collect it back. He did not, but what I am trying to pull out is that his oppressor, after the DLA, a lot of things started happening, constant bullying, that made him leave the label and a lot of threats. So now if you are saying that kò dárúkọ oppressor, bullying, do you want her to start mentioning name like Naira Marley o, Kiniko Bami o? Ṣé you ti mọ ẹni tó ń sọ ni? Who are the oppressor? Automatically you people should know who the oppressor are now. The video is everywhere. Because me understand. The video is everywhere. Now why are you people this callous?
MFM. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan. Was it after this NDLA issue ni ó fi Naira Marley jẹ NDLA ambassador?
Ọlọ́run mi ò mọ̀.
Yes, it was after. Right?
It was after the Nofije NDLA ambassador. Yes.
Okay. Something is fishy then.
Obviously, a máa lẹ̀ wọ́n ló kópa ni.
Something is fishy. Ọlọ́run. Okay o, ẹ má bínú o. I wasn't supposed to have food in my mouth. Lawyer have to have. Okay. Okay, so many things. All these so many bully threats happened after the NDLA, up to March after, till that September. Not that day, but it kept on happening. If it kept on happening, where those things, what led to that injury? Were those things what led to that injury? Did it lead to that injury? Did it lead to that injury? Okay, it did not. Question: all those things didn't culminated in the reactions of the medication given? It did not. Question: the reason why I'm asking this is because my Lord has 4 things to answer, and our duty is to assist my Lord to get at how he died. Those other aspects of this would be in court for the trial. So they are still going to court to Emagbo, so that we can focus on assisting my Lord to get to what happened on that day. I am saying now, accepted all those things happen, but what led to the death was his reaction to the medication he was given that necessitated him being taken to the hospital only years. But on getting to the hospital, unfortunately, he left us. That was what happened. But on getting to the hospital, unfortunately, he left us. That was what happened. Is that what happened? Ah, God. Yes. Mo ti bá yín correct here o. Èmi ò ráyè gbogbo yẹn. For that nurse, it was spending that recommended that nurse. For that nurse, was it spending? Actually, it was spending that recommended that nurse. Only yes. Question: and he said he has been using the nurse for 2 years. She said yes. Now, did the nurse carry out any tests before making medication? Answer: I was not fully present at that scene. I was in the kitchen. Who was with him? I was in the kitchen cooking. I will still repeat. Ẹ ṣe mistake gan níbí báyìí. Ọlọ́run. You know your husband medical history. Like, you know your husband medical history. At least you have the knowledge. Pé ó ní ulcer, ó ní BP, ó ní gbogbo eléyìí. At least you would have just stay. Eléyìí tẹ́ fẹ́ fún yẹn má bínú o. Ẹni tó wà nínú pain. Ó lè máa think like, ó kàn máa pé ẹ ṣáà fún mi ní kan tó máa fi relieve me. I want to feel relief. He may not be in his right senses to ask 1 or 2 things. But you are there to guide him like, hey Joe, ṣé mọ̀ pé partner mi ní ó ní ulcer o? Ṣé mọ̀ pé ó ní BP problem o? Have you checked him? No, you are not also a nurse o. But you know he has, at least you are aware that he has all these things. Ẹ ṣe mistake in bíbá ẹ o. No, it was a honest mistake, sincerely. Certainly, taba overlook kini. Ní kọ́ anything ní kini. Ní kọ́ kankan. Anybody ló lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. I narrated my story then when we started this thing. I narrated it and my mommy was like, ó ti pa mí. Kí ni gbogbo eléyìí? It was my husband that was sick too. I did not take it serious. I never knew he was hiding it from me. He was going to have an operation. He had a minor one and he drove down himself. And I was like, wá ní pé ó kù mí. Àṣé alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tó kọ́kọ́ ṣe yẹn. Àṣé wọ́n kọ̀ preamble nìyẹn. Ó ní main one. Èmi dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀, I'm the type that I'm always so inquisitive. I will do this, don't worry, I will do it. Let them sleep. Let them sleep in the other room. I will sort here. MFM, kílẹ̀ lè ta ló sọ pé kílẹ̀. Now, let me just take you guys a bit. Now, you go in details. So because He came down before tó bá ti ní kan ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. I will Google nurse tí mo jẹ́ mo lè ṣe nurse ara mi. Thank God that I'm not sick. When I was pregnant, that was palpitating. My second born, I was seriously palpitating. They tested me, they do everything. Wọ́n rí nǹkan kan, èmi fúnra mi mo help ara mi at the end of the day with the session. Wọ́n wo àyà mi, ṣé mo ní kidney failure ni, ṣé mo ní kidney kan, kò sí gbogbo liver gbogbo ẹ̀, kò sí gbogbo machine tí mi ò wọ̀. Just because this palpitation was too much. Tí bá rìn báyìí, to cut the long story short, I was the one that detected what happened myself. And when I got to the hospital, my nurse, my gynecologist said, we have done everything, no. All the results they send it down here. We could not find anything. And I told her that, don't worry, I discovered what is happening to me. I have discovered what triggered this. And he said, really? How did you get to know? And I told her, I said, oh, really? And that was it. That was what helped me. They could not get, what tested me, they did not get what was triggering the palpitation that was happening to my second born, you know. And when I have my firstborn, my daughter, mo ni ṣòro yẹn. But I know I was hospitalized too, but me ni ṣòro yẹn. So to cut the long story short, what I'm trying to say here was that I'm that kind of person that's very, very inquisitive. Like all my family, that today by see till hospital kiniko, except for my husband told last time, because I will do mo fẹ́ lè máa treat ara mi. To cut the long story short, now I did not know I was carried away. I did not even say kí ló sọ pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ma worry. I never knew. He did not want to tell. He did not want me to be scared or anything. So he went for the first one. Money belonged to Shoko. And he drove down himself. Okay, cause problem. He said, no, man, I need the second one. But before he went for the second one, he was feeling somehow. He was not okay. You understand? He was feeling somehow. And they put the blame on him that the surgery was supposed to be done like a year ago, but my husband refused that no, that he's fine in Jesus' name. No, this believer, nothing is wrong with me in Jesus' name. This and that. And I said, what's up? One surgery, the way the person had approached him, that if you do not do it, you're going to die. Do you want to die? You will not perform any surgery on me since you are talking about death. To cut the long story short, I did not go in details. I never knew this surgery would take hours. I thought it was the first one to help me drive with it. So now, where he was going to take the surgery was close to my work, so we used one car. And he said, so ma lè drive wálé, ó ní bí àwọn ni máa pè àbí máa gbé Uber. So we use one car. I drop ní office tèmi, then he took Uber. Imagine I did not know the hospital. I did not know the doctor. I did not ask details. I did not do so many things. I was still at work. Tí bá mọ̀ pé máa lè tó yẹn ni, mi ní lọ bí iṣẹ́ gan. I was still at work. Sorry that I'm taking you far. I just want us to learn, no. Because if we are trying to because this person is our fan, we are supporting this thing, we are not pointing some things out. It's not good. You're not going to learn anything. This place, they make a careless mistake. This is a big mistake she made. Now I'm telling you my own. So I was expecting, and I called him. Looking to him of beauty débẹ̀. Okay, mo máa pa phone mi sí. Mo ní okay. Ẹ tún máa pa phone ni. The last one was just within 1 minute ó ti padà sílé now. You drove yourself back home. But he has known. Ó ti ní knowledge pé òun máa pẹ́. Ló ṣe ní pé okay, jẹ́ ká rìn báyìí. Jẹ́ kí n drop ẹ níbi iṣẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí. Mo rò pé ṣebí tẹ́lẹ̀ ó máa drive ara ẹ̀ ló máa drive ara ẹ̀ padà ni. Ó ní to the parking space yẹn bla bla bla. Kíní kan mo mi ti argue. Okay, ìwọ tí bá ti ṣe tán ìwọ máa wá gbé mi. Tí wọ́n bá ti parí surgery yẹn máa pè kó wá gbé mi àbí kí n gbé Uber tó bá ti yẹ pé ó ti kúrò sí ní vicinity mọ́. So I was thinking before I even close for work, I will go and pick him. You understand? So he dropped the car. Mo dẹ̀ pé. After 2 hours, mo pé. Phone lọ. After 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. I am meeting there. 5 hours, 6 hours. He was not calling me. Mo ní mo gbé o. What is happening? Hey. 7 hours, 8 hours. I got home. I went to go and pick my kids. I sit down. My children, they were attached more till do a day without their father in their life, you know. A day without seeing him, possible. They wanted to go to bed that day. They did not see him. The other one was like, where is daddy? We've not seen daddy. To cut the long story short, 8 o'clock 9 o'clock lẹ́ni tí mo ti drop látà 10 hey àyà mi ti já mo pé hospital hello mo á rántí pé in the car ó ní paper kan I did not know the doctor, I did not know the hospital, I did not know nothing. That was a big careless for me. You understand? Mo wá rántí pé kí ló sọ pé ó tiẹ̀ ṣeun yẹn náà kíní kan and one day he messaged me when he was at hospital kíní kan which department will I call? To cut the long story short, I put a call to tí bá ti pè I am asking so people, no, we cannot give you any clinical. Is he alive or dead? Want to cut the call. Mo ti turn sórí bed. My kid, I already put them to sleep. I call my mom. My mom sọ pé mi ò believe pé mo máa ṣe irú mistake yìí. Mo máa ń rò bí ọgbọ́n láyé ẹni. Ó fẹ́ kó mi síta. Kí ló, you know, my mommy was blaming me. At the same time, I was saying, ó yá, jẹ́ ká gbàdúrà. Ó yá ká Psalm kíní kan. Ó yá ká kíní kan. Ó yá ṣe gbá. Mo ti tán. I was already finished. And this thing, he was even the one that told me, this man, no, see men, no. He was the one that told me not to tell his family anything happened. No. Money, because few days to go into that thing, tell Lara. He was telling, the thing was telling on his body. And I was, not even few days. One day, we close. And I noticed something. Mo ní ọ̀gbẹ́ni kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Why are you like this? Mo ní ikọ́ tó ṣe mí yẹn ó jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ mí. Mo ní when has it got into this? Tí bàbá rìn lẹ́yìn ẹ̀kọ́ mi nínú mọ̀. Mo ní no, ya book your surgery or ya do this. So I just say book your surgery. Instead of me to go into the details, I did not go into the details to cut the long story short. So, and he was even the one that told me, did not announce it. I did not want anybody to know that I'm going to hospital because we don't go to hospital here. We don't do anything. So another thing, few days to that, he was not saying, mo fẹ́ change. Kẹ́mà mọ̀ nǹkan tó jẹ́ káyà mi tún máa já tí mo fi mọ̀ pé ọ̀tá mi ti tán. Wọ́n ní mo fẹ́ change orúkọ ẹ̀ sí àwọn kan. Mo fẹ́ change mo ní kí ni gbogbo fẹ́ change. Abeg ọ̀gbẹ́ni máa wà ẹni mi. I was not even telling him that. Àbó fẹ́ fi kíní ẹ̀ fi knock lálẹ́. Ṣé tẹ́ pé fẹ́ knock ló ṣe fẹ́ change àwọn orúkọ change. I was not like I want kíní kan. It was not I never knew pé wọ́n ti sọ àwọn kankan fún. Do you know 2 hours that night I did not hear from my husband? But tí wá di pé ó di òru ó di 2 o'clock. Mo ti fẹ́ pé hospital pa. Mo wá ń pariwo. I am his wife. Why can't you tell me what happened? I have been calling for hours. Mo wá ń pariwo and I cannot leave my kid. It's far. Ó jìnnà sí bíbá tí bá ṣe mo máa kó wọn lọ sí mọ́tò màá ní mò ń drive lọ ni àbí mo máa dárun mọ́ wọn lójú ni mo ti fẹ́ ya wèrè kílẹ̀ tó mọ́. I don't want to go in details. Let me just short it. Ṣé ti rí that surgery tí mo rò bí i pé màá lọ ṣe ó máa padà wá níjọ́ yẹn. Do you know when he come back to the house? Did you know when somebody that has gone ó ti lọ pátápátá, he don't go. He did not wake up. He was on coma for days. You know, tó dàrọ́ ọjọ́ kejì báyìí tí mo lọ drop àwọn ọmọ mi eré ni mo lọ drop wọn pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mo lọ and they were still using daycare. Eré mo lọ drop wọn sí daycare and the other one, the daycare will take the other one to school. My daughter was still using daycare, so I drop them early, so they will be the one that will take them to school. Normally tell me ma lọ drop wọn bí I drop them early. Eré mo fi débẹ̀. But tí mo débẹ̀ ẹni tó yẹ pé mo expect pé ó máa wá gbé mi. Why is he not picking call? Why is he not? And meanwhile, the family has been calling ní kíkan. They did not hear their brothers ọjọ́ kìíní throughout the day. They called. Wọ́n ti pè mí ò lè gbé. I cannot even, what would I even say? I did not tell anybody that he was sick. I was even expecting me hospital gan. Mo wá bèrè, how can I go there? Which floor? So that mistake, John to the tolo. Somebody I thought he would just go and come back. Títí lẹ fi mọ́ mi ò sùn, mo gbẹ́. Kí ni mo máa sọ? Call. They called him. He could not. His family was not calling my phone. Kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ? So this, what am I saying? This place, I ṣe mistake gidi gan. Is a big mistake tẹ́ ṣe níbí báyìí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o. Ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ńgbà mi nobody above mistake, but we seeing it and not pointing it out is another mistake again. Ẹ ká point it out. Some things can mama take ẹ ṣeré. Èmi, mo lost, èmi tó yẹ pé man was so inquisitive. If possible, God self, I'll be the one to treat him myself. He had not been himself again. In quotes, okay, let me say, should we now say that after ever since the incident, he had not been himself? Answer, he had not been himself again. In quote, could that have been the reason why he said he was not feeling well that night? What do you want?
Daddy gave this to me at night.
No, do you like it?
Yes, I'm sleeping with it.
Why do you not use your air bonnet? Why are you using this?
I don't know.
This is for me. Yeah, go and sleep, you let issue. Okay, in code, he could mo ti gbàgbé kan tí mo kà ẹ. Ẹ má bínú guys, just power tap. That is it. But that very day, Mohbad was not sick, and also they have used to call auxiliary nurse. He has his nurse anyway. But the mistake tí mo point out níbí báyìí ni pé, yeah, kí ló dé?
I got a sticker.
Okay, it's late already. Are you not going to sleep?
Yes,
Or you want to stay with me, yeah?
Yes.
You don't want to go to your room? Sleep. Oh my God, like we need a few minutes for myself. Like we need a few minutes for myself. Okay, Kikosoro. MFL, let's continue tomorrow. You have choices. Yeah. Like we need a few minutes for myself. This 10:30, these children, I did not put them to sleep. Okay, I can will be Timokade. Then I'm going to stop. Then tomorrow we will continue. I can will be back. The sister said he said nothing. Okay, Ibo ni Mokade late with the constant harassment after the DNA, the best clinical. Shut up. That means once in a while he will forget some things. Yes, shut up. Not that day, but it kept on happening. If it kept on happening, where those things clinical did it, I didn't do it. Okay, all these things did it cumulated to clinical? It did not. Question. The reason why I'm asking, okay, I think I'm going to stop at 175. This is 175. I'm going to stop here. Okay, the reason why I'm asking this is because my Lord asked for things to answer Emoti Kayejo. But on getting to the hospital, unfortunately, he left house. That was what happened. Yes. For the nurse, it was Spendy that recommended that nurse. Okay, by Mode. Yes. And he said he has been using that nurse for 2 years. Yes. Now, did the nurse carry out any test? By test before making medication? Answer, I was not only present at that scene. I was in the kitchen. Who was with him? I was in the kitchen cooking. By the time you came and you met the nurse with him, who was there? Nobody. Nobody. Careless pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Seriously, you guys were careless with him there. Kò bá jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ adult tó jẹ́, especially tí stranger bá tiẹ̀ wọnú léèyàn. You guys are careless. Kò ń ṣe hospital. A recommended hospital and see mọ̀ pé àwọn lè lórúkọ wọn lè ṣe nonsense. They have camera everywhere. You know, they have camera, they don't have personal anything. Ẹni tó kọ̀ lọ pè wá tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ rí. You guys were careless with that too. To be sincere, all of you were careless with that. This is the breadwinner of the family. Ó ń sick. Àwọn tó ń gbábọ̀, àwọn tó ń sùn. Nobody, only him and nurse. But when the nurse came, myself, Bami, the nurse, and my husband were in the room. Question, as at the time you came, you met only him and the nurse. You mean the last injection? Question, were there more than one? The first the nurse arrived. Who took the nurse? Who took the nurse in Lele Ifeko? The court. I think at this point, I want you to tell us what happened from the minute the nurse entered the room of the disease. Give us a broader explanation what happened. Okay. A. When the nurse entered, myself, Bami, and my husband, he was in my son room. The room was very small. and the nurse left my son room to complete to kini kan sha, and my husband room for the medication. And when he got there, the nurse checked the wound and said to DJ that she already told him to snap the wound before getting to the house. Did he send the picture? He did. So why was she complaining? So why was she complaining? Shut up. What's that? Sorry about that. So why was she complaining? It was when she was on the way coming that she saw it. Maybe her data was not on or something. Immediately she pulled out some injection. Okay. Immediately she pulled out some injection. It become to cut. Kini kan and myself. Ó dárúkọ èèyàn kan and myself. Ó ti cut. And DJ said he was an ulcer patient. Oh, àti débẹ̀. Immediately we said he was an ulcer patient and she should be careful of the medication she will administer to him. Ṣé rí pé mo ti sọ kíní síwájú? To him, and she said, thank God we inform her. Thereafter, she ejected him here. Ó demonstrated. Ta ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Ṣebí you say you are not there. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí gan ti sú mi gan pàápàá.
She was going in and out, like back and forth. Ṣé ti rántí?
So there's possibility kó witness kan mi.
Yes. So there's another èmi tó pé kó witness cause ó ń lọ ó ń bọ̀.
Okay.
Yeah,
the injected him here, demonstrated. But after the injection, I went back to the kitchen because I was cooking and cut, but no command feel. I was cooking and I came back upstairs. She was trying to administer another injection. Then I went downstairs. I was not fully present. I was cooking in the kitchen. And the last time I came upstairs, I had my husband saying, remove it because it was feeling somehow. Then he went to the restroom and vomited and peed. And immediately he said he was not feeling too well, that the injection was reacting on his body. And I heard his hand and he sat on the floor. And he said we should pour him water. And his brother and Bami, I shouted their name for help. And they came upstairs. And immediately the nurse saw that he was reacting that way. She said there was a drip she was supposed to pass to him. Question: a drip she should have. Question here. No, to prevent the way he was feeling. Immediately the nurse and DJ Bami went downstairs and immediately I called OG. What is the full name of OG? Idris. Question: the photographer, yes. Adura went to get water and pour it on him, and he said he was not comfortable, that he needed AC, and his room, and his room AC was not working. So we carried him to our son room, and he was still breathing, and he was still reacting to it. He was still feeling uncomfortable. So I rushed downstairs to look for a car, and getting there, the mechanic was working. The mechanic was working on the car and he said the car was not working and Adura was with him. So I told him to rush to the other street to get a car. Adura came downstairs with me and it was just him and Oji that was left in the room. Oji kó lọ pe ọkọ pé kò tí ẹ yé mi mọ́ go ti sú mi. Who is this OG? Photographer. Okay. Be a trust here, no, sir.
So who went with the nurse to get medication? I thought it was Adura. Was it somebody else? Oh, it was Bami. Oh, okay.
It was Bami. They now left him alone with although at the middle of this kind of stuff, you know, continue matching.
Mama distracted.
No, I do not know.
Like she's gonna be all over the place, running around, doing this and that. But lọ́wọ́ again, ẹ má gbàgbé o.
Yeah, pẹ̀lú ọmọ kékeré lọ́wọ́, they were not supposed to leave. They are not supposed to let him alone. Like, òun nìkan pẹ̀lú ẹlòmíì. I don't know. Mo kàn ń ro 1+1. No, Asha, me, I don't know.
To help you remove a cyst, but which one to use depends on.
Mo ya tún já sí o.
ẹ má bínú jàre sisterhood kan ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń bíbá lórí fóònù.
The sisterhood. People passing to help. I was telling people passing to help me that I needed help, and one of the people said I should knock the neighbor gate, and I knocked for 5 minutes, and he came downstairs, and I narrated everything to him. I told the people, àtọ́ pé Nàìjíríà ni 911 ló máa pè tó máa dé sísìn. Mo ní Nàìjíríà bí abroad 911 ló máa pè tó máa dé sísìn. Even before kan tó dé hospital, MFM, are you done eating? Ẹ máa wò ó ti I'm done eating, but mi ti jẹja ni.
See me there.
Come on, stop that. Tó yẹ pé bíbá wọn máa ti pe 911 even before they take him out there. Ṣé mo pọ́n máa treat ẹ̀ nínú wọn. Wọ́n máa treat ẹ̀, wọ́n máa check ẹ̀ kó tiẹ̀ tó débẹ̀. They will be checking and everything, you know. Ó máa ṣe o. Nigeria. Anyway. Knock for 5 minutes, and he came downstairs, and I narrated everything that happened to him. I told the people outside to help me upstairs to carry my husband, and when we get to outside, gbogbo bati gbogbo kini in lọ tí wọ́n sáré kiri. They did not call anybody, as in they did not call CPR first. They did not call the sister, family, gbogbo ẹ̀. Tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ríyàn pé ń gbà yẹn, ọdún náà ti máa lost mind there. Tó yẹ pé àdúrà àbẹ́ anybody pé àti pé wọ́n rí bàbá yẹn bí bàbá tó wà responsible. Bí wọ́n wá rí pé bàbá máa sọ pé mi kò sówó mọ́tò náà àkáǹtì mi hàn. Ẹ ṣáà ní ó ti máa fi repo o. Bákan tí bàbá yẹn máa bèrè nìyẹn. Tí ẹ̀ ní wọ́n ṣe pé bàbá. If not, àti ṣe yẹ kọ́ ti èríyàn kan pé ọmọ owó mọ́tò ni bàbá máa bèrè. Bọ́ mo ṣe fẹ́ repo sí mọ́tò mi kò sí pọ́ ń bẹ̀ o. Ẹ bá mi send owó. Adura came downstairs. Okay. Can you remind me to eat my fish now? I told the people outside to help me outside to carry my husband. Only we were about to put him in the car. So whatever it is that the nurse want to buy, she never admitted it on him. Owa shake head only yes. My Lord, that will be all. Cross examination. Mi ṣe cross examination. Àti sọ then tó bá ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ kó wá sókè. Ẹ̀yin ti sùn sínsìn. Ẹ wá okay. Please, what is your name? My name is Cynthia Akinikankan. Wọ́n ti fẹ́ bèrè kan mí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ọlá máa sọ yókù. Àánú ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ṣe mi Ọlọ́run.
Yeah, continue now. It's not easy. It's not easy. Personally, I feel like our méjèèjì yẹn wọ́n bonded through trauma. I rántí jókòó báyìí tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ. I was in the comment section commenting. Our méjèèjì àti Wumi àti Kini, they actually bonded through trauma. No parental, guidance. No parental.
Àwọn méjì kò sí parental kìíní. Ìgboro náà dàgbà sí.
Ọkàn
street làwọn méjì.
Ọkàn ṣáà take care ara wọn títí. I mean, it's sad, but.
If this Baba is now saying MFM Wednesday, thank you to yẹn ẹ ṣé go má kà yókù fún yín náà láì má rọ yìí ẹ tún ibi tí mo dé course examination okay tí bàbá yẹn bá ń sọ pé Mohbad kìnnìkan àwọn méjì nìkan lọ ríra wọn